Hi there, I'm Sarah Maiga, your go-to real estate expert and broker of Maiga Homes Luxury Real Estate. If you're new here and interested in all things real estate, be sure to hit the subscribe button by clicking that little icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the video. I publish videos on a new real estate topic all the time, and you don't want to miss anything. With that being said, today's topic in our series, Inspection Pitfalls and Frequently Asked Questions, we'll discuss the challenging but not uncommon scenario. We found water in the basement. When should I be concerned? While there are many possibilities for this situation to unfold, we're going to discuss the 6 scenarios that we encounter most frequently. These include rod hole leaks, settlement cracks, foundation concerns, sump pump overflow, hot water tank overflow, and basement seepage. Let's jump right into scenario number 1, rod hole leaks. During the construction of homes with a basement, the builder uses many tactics to reinforce the foundation. One of the materials used are tie rods. They are a slender steel bar placed strategically around the foundation that hold the concrete forms in place. They are located every 18 inches along the wall and in 2 vertical rows for a standard 8-foot ceiling, or 3 rows for a 10-foot ceiling. As the ground opposite the smooth interior basement wall freezes and thaws over the years, the potential for water intrusion is present with the rod hole at the point of entry. Fixing rod hole leaks is a straightforward and routine task. A contractor will first work to clear away any damp or corroded concrete. Then we'll use a professional grade sealing agent or a water activated swell plug to fill and seal the gaps snugly. Moving on to scenario 2, settlement cracks. As each foundation settles over the years with freeze and thaw cycles, it is quite normal to see some settlement cracks. Whether the home has a block foundation or a poured concrete foundation, a similar potential for settlement cracks exists. The home inspector can usually tell quite a bit about the crack depending on the width of the crack and the direction or angle in which it extends. It's also may be helpful to ask the homeowner about the crack, as any recent changes can raise concerns. Your home inspector will help you determine whether the settlement cracks are in need of further evaluation with the foundation expert. In my experience, the majority of visible cracks are not a cause for major concern, but are something to monitor over time. Let's dig into scenario number 3, foundation concerns. Structural or foundation issues can manifest through several distinct symptoms, one of the most notable being water intrusion. Home inspectors look for various signs to determine if there might be a potential structure or foundation problem. These signs can include uneven or sagging floors, doors and windows that jam or fail to latch, cracks in the walls or foundation, displaced moldings, and gaps between walls or the wall and ceiling. External indications might include a visible shift in the structure, such as leaning walls or a roofline that sags or dips. It is possible to have a foundation issue without water intrusion, and it's also possible to have water intrusion without a foundation issue. If there is a structural or foundation issue identified at the home inspection, this can have severe implications. It indicates that the base on which the home is built has been compromised, affecting the home's integrity and potentially making it unsafe to inhabit. Causes can include shifting soil, poor construction, material degradation over time, or environmental factors such as flooding or landslides. Water intrusion is a common symptom of foundation or structural problems. It occurs when water finds a way into the basement or lower levels of the house, usually through cracks in the foundation or too much pressure on the exterior walls, which can cause bowing or horizontal cracks on the wall. Water intrusion can lead to further complications such as mold growth and wood rot, significantly damaging the property and posing potential health risks. If an inspection reveals a potential structural or foundation issue, a more thorough evaluation by a structural engineer is recommended. Remediation methods depend on the nature and severity of the problem. For minor cracks, sealants and masonry patches can be used. However, significant structural issues may necessitate more extensive repair methods, such as underpinning, strengthening the foundation by extending it deeper into the soil, slab jacking, which is pumping a grout mixture beneath a slab or beam to lift the structure, piering, which is driving steel pipe pilings to remedy sinking or settling foundations. If this issue alone does not take care of the water issue, then water intrusion remediation may involve waterproofing measures, improving drainage around the home, or installing a sump pump if the house doesn't have one. Up next is scenario 4, sump pump overflow. Located at the lowest point of the foundation, a sump pump is a cylindrical pump used to push water away from the foundation of the home. Sump pumps can be very effective tools to prevent flooding and moisture buildup in the foundation of your home. However, there are occasional issues to watch out for. Just like other mechanical systems, a sump pump requires electricity. One frequent example of a sump pump failure and overflow is during a power outage. However, a quick and easy way to prevent this scenario is to purchase a water-powered or battery backup. Otherwise, the sump pump must regularly be checked with routine maintenance provided to ensure that there are no clogs, preventing drainage, and that the sump pump has not failed due to age or other mechanical issues. With regular maintenance and checkups, a standard sump pump will last on average 10 years and can be an important part of your home's defense against moisture damage. This leads us to scenario 5, hot water tank overflow. An incredibly important tool to keep your home comfortable is the hot water tank. These hold on average 40 gallons of water and are heated to approximately 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Towards the top of the tank is an external valve called the pressure relief valve, and attached to this is an overflow pipe. There are a few distinct reasons for the pressure relief valve to open up and for water to drain down the overflow pipe. The first reason is due to excess pressure. If the temperature is set above 120 degrees, it's possible that the pressure in the tank becomes too high and the valve is then activated to relieve some of that pressure. Other causes for overflow are corrosion, sediment buildup, and a failure of the pressure relief valve. Regardless of the reason, you should reach out to a local plumber to evaluate the hot water tank in this scenario. Last but not least, scenario number 6, basement seepage. Basement seepage is a condition where water infiltrates the basement of a structure through foundation walls, basement windows, or floor cracks. The source of this water is typically rain or groundwater that has soaked into the soil around the basement walls and found a route into the home, often exploiting existing structural vulnerabilities. Homes of any age can experience basement seepage. However, it's far more common in older homes. This is due to the natural wear and tear of materials over time, changes in the surrounding soil, or outdated construction methods and materials that are not up to current waterproofing standards. Basement seepage is a concern for potential home buyers for several reasons. Firstly, it can cause significant damage to the home, deteriorating the building materials and potentially leading to structural issues over time. Secondly, a damp basement can promote the growth of mold, which may cause health issues for inhabitants. And lastly, ongoing seepage problems can devalue the property, making it a less attractive investment. However, it's essential to differentiate between occasional minor seepage and severe persistent water intrusion. The occasional damp spot on the basement floor after a heavy rainstorm might not be a major cause for concern, especially if the rest of the structure is in good condition. However, persistent seepage that leads to standing water, mold growth, or structural damage, on the other hand, should certainly be addressed. The good news is that basement seepage is typically fixable. Depending on the cause and severity, solutions can range from relatively simple DIY fixes to full-on professional interventions. It can be lessened in quite a few ways. Improving drainage, ensuring gutters and downspouts are clear and effectively channel water away from the home's foundation can significantly reduce your seepage. Landscaping, meaning sloping the ground away from the foundation, which can prevent water from pooling near the house and seeping into the basement. You can waterproof the basement. This could include sealing small cracks with waterproofing paint or epoxy, or in more severe cases, it may require professional installation of an entire drainage system or a sump pump. You can also do foundation repair in cases where seepage is due to significant structural issues. It may be necessary to repair or reinforce the foundation. Now that one is typically a job for professionals. In summary, while basement seepage is a common issue, particularly in older homes, it's not something to be ignored. Prospective buyers should be aware of the risks associated with seepage and be prepared to address them promptly and appropriately to protect their potential investment. I hope I've given you a lot to think about and you've learned a ton from today's episode. Please subscribe to my channel today and tune in to the next episode in this series, Is It Really Worth It to Buy a Home Warranty When Purchasing a Home? As always, if you think you may want to make a move in the next year, give me a call and set up a consultation today as I create custom moving plans for all of my clients up to a year in advance. And don't worry, if I'm not able to personally assist you, I'm well connected and can refer you to a similarly qualified agent anywhere in the world. In fact, if you haven't yet had a chance, please check out another one of my videos on why you should get a Realtor referral for an agent when relocating. That will teach you all about how realtor to realtor referrals work and what to expect when you ask me for one. You can also check out my other series on relocation, selling a home, buying a home, new construction, downsizing, buying and selling simultaneously, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.